Sound, often referred to as the most important part of video, and for good reason, because without sound, film can only take you so far. Since sound is so important, having a quality microphone to capture that sound is just as important as the sound itself. This is the 7 Rhymes iRay DW30 microphone, and I'm going to test this mic to see if it's as good as it claims to be. And just to be clear, 7 Rhymes did send me this microphone to test, but they want me to give my honest opinion, and that's exactly what I'll do.
What makes this car unique is that it features a 5-cylinder motor. It's one of Audi's very special motors. It's a lightweight car. Most of the panels are made out of aluminum. It's also all-wheel drive, kind of an odd thing for a car this size with a 5-cylinder engine. And it is also turbocharged. So it's kind of a weird setup if you look at the standard car. It doesn't have, the regular standard setup you'd see on most cars. It's got a dual clutch transmission in it, which helps it shift quickly. They do include paddle shifters. That's kind of the basic of what this car is. Don't go too fast, just take your time. And put good quality gas in it, 93 octane. Well, I have to with this tune. It's not an option. My plans for this car, it was a really tough decision to really decide because there's so many modifications you can do on this car. iRose Motorsports really brought this car to life with their build, their insane build that they did with over 1,000 horsepower. So, I didn't think that was what I really needed for this car, so strategically planning, I think I'm going to leave it as a pretty much a stage 2 car, just meaning that it's got all the full bolt-on parts that it needs to be considered a stage 2.
Now when it comes to actually vlogging on the ZV-E10 or whatever your camera of choice is, the 7 Rhymes DW30 can do that as well. And I think it works pretty good. There's really not much this microphone can't do. You can put it in a myriad of situations. Now if you don't like this being clipped on you the way it is right here, you can attach the lavalier mic. And that's the beauty in this actual microphone. Some of the other microphones that may be cheaper or advertised as vlogging microphones only clip on to your actual shirt. Now, if that's okay with you, that's fine, that's no problem. But sometimes you may want to have a more professional look, or you may not want to have this weight tugging on your shirt like this. So you do have that option. Now, I'm testing this out while I'm actually cutting the lawn to see what it's going to sound like. I don't have a dead cat on here, but we're just going to see what it sounds like anyway. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, then you probably can't vlog and cut your lawn at the same time. But if you can hear me, then you can vlog and cut your lawn at the same time, which makes this mic 100% worth it. Like I said, This is an electric lawnmower, so it's not as loud as a typical one, but if you have an electric lawnmower, then you can vlog with this mic while cutting grass. And that's the beautiful thing. Now I'm about 100 feet away from the microphone receiver right now. This is the worst type of shooting to shoot in because it's sunny outside, there's sun in my eyes, the wind is blowing, there's garbage trucks outside, there's a lot going on, there's birds, there's bees, there's all kinds of creatures around here making a lot of noise. But this is going to test out the microphone to see how it performs in the real world. Now, one thing I will say about range is it's not something you really have to worry about with this microphone, and that's because of the ability for it to record internally. So you can technically be as far as you want to be away as long as you get the audio synced up initially with your camera. Now, if you don't know about all that stuff, that's fine, but just know that you have the ability to record internally here. And that is a huge thing because it allows you freedom to not have to worry about being super close to the camera. I want to say that's probably the thing that I love the most about this microphone. Now, the other thing I love about this microphone too is the fact that it comes with a case that you can charge it in, but you can also charge it outside of the case. You can actually charge all three. So you get 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, and you can charge all of those at the same time just using the 1 cord that's supplied with it. I think that is great because sometimes you don't have the space to take that big box with you. The box isn't that big, but when you're trying to pack everything down into one bag, it can get in the way. So I love the fact that they included that 1 cable so that you can charge everything at the same time. I think it's the little things like that that makes a product better. Sometimes we just listen for the sound quality or we just look at certain things, but I think this microphone was well thought out because it can fit in a lot of different situations. And if you're trying to vlog and if you're trying to do stuff on YouTube, even in weddings and things like this, I think this mic is definitely good enough to do it. The other thing is, if you don't like the sound of this microphone here that I have, this lav mic, you can always get a higher quality mic that plugs right into it. I highly recommend this. Now, I'm not gonna go really into depth on this microphone and how all the intricate buttons work, but if you wanna check that out, I did a separate video that has all of that stuff in there. You can check that out here. Now, if you have questions about it, feel free to leave them below and I'll answer them as much as I can, but check that video out too. But until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. I'm out. Peace. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, you know what? I forgot something. Let me say this. So one thing I do want to say about audio in this microphone is this. When it comes to audio, the sound that you're getting from this microphone, if you don't like it, it doesn't mean you need a new microphone. It means that you probably need to learn how to edit audio. Just like video, you can add and subtract things from your video, like your exposure, your shadows, your highlights, that sort of thing. You can change your video. Well, the same is true with audio. You can use EQs, gates, compressors, exciters, all kinds of different things to make your audio to where you want it to be. Now, everything in the video that you just saw, I didn't do any EQ on it. It's all straight out of the microphone. So just keep that in mind. This microphone is a good base for you to start so you can tweak it how you want. If you want more high on the high end, you can add it. If you want less mid-range, you can cut the mid-range out. If you want more low, you can always boost that with the EQ and set your Q. And you can do whatever you want. So just keep that in mind that when it comes to audio, there's always more that you can do on your end. And don't just rely on the gear to do it all for you. But anyway, I promise this is the last time. I'm out. I'll let y'all later. Peace.